Hey guys, welcome back to the a2b podcast where every topic's fair game. So sit back, relax, and let's dive right in. So, how's you?
I'm good. I'm feeling very drained. I've got a black eye. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on camera.
Yes.
That's all thanks to Theodoros. Still beat either. I'm feeling good. I was really run down after that weekend.
Yeah, it's getting to that time of year, I think, where it's very hard to be motivated or even just wanting to get up out of bed because of, well, it's dark, it's cold, and yeah, it's miserable.
Yeah. That's a really high topic to get started, man. Everybody will be buzzing. But,
Yeah, I know, yeah.
it's hard, especially like a lot of times as well at this time of year. It's like money problems and stuff as well that a lot of people get hit with.
The amount of birthdays as well for us this time of year,
You know,
is actually ridiculous.
I don't know that another one's just been added.
Jackson.
Yeah, wee Jackson was born.
Our other nephew now. He was born on the 14th of November. So, you eventually went to see him?
I know I did. I went to see him about a week ago, but I only posted the picture today.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a big boy. He's born, what, £10?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest anymore. I was the biggest for ages. I was £9.1.
Yeah.
And I was the biggest, and he was £10 4 ounces. Born at £10 4 ounces. He looked like he was 6 weeks old when he was born.
Nuts.
It's crazy.
But yes, we have too many people born around October, November, December time.
And January. I'm in January.
Aye, but you're the only one in January.
Am I the only one? Well, if you were to count family we don't really see anymore, like my wee cousin John, he's January.
Yeah.
Is anybody else January?
Nah.
Is that it?
That's it.
Well, you still need to count January because I was January.
Yeah. Okay, I suppose.
So this time of year is just expensive all round. It's just not fun.
Yes.
But talking about expenses, you've got something quite expensive coming up.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah. So at Evolve we have
How far away is that again? Sorry to interrupt you, but two weeks.
A week in Saturday. So technically 2 weeks. So the 7th of December we have a Top Golf event at the Evolve team, which will be quite good. So I think there's a good few of us going, 15, 16 of us. So it should be.
Is that including me?
That's including you, yes. Yeah.
Woohoo! Free alcohol.
So yeah, so it's alcohol, food, and all that involved, and then just obviously the Top Golf games as well. So yeah, it'll be quite a good event, kind of the end of year event for Evolve, and yeah, it's just obviously trying to improve the events every single time.
Yeah, it must be doing pretty well if you're able to afford that for that amount of people. Like that isn't everybody. I'm not saying everybody knows how expensive Top Golf is, but I'm sure you've heard.
Yeah.
If you know anybody that's been, they'll be like, it's really good, it's a lot of fun, but wow, it's expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive, but I feel like with the event and stuff like that, some things work out cheaper, and
yeah,
you kind of get more
packages
deals
and stuff.
Yeah. So to be fair, the woman that's meant to help me organise it phoned me today, but I missed her call and I've not had time to phone her back. So I'll be phoning her tomorrow to try and get it fully booked and all finalisations done. So yeah, I don't know the full price of it yet, but yeah, I'm sure it'll be pricey.
So do you see it being like really beneficial doing all of these events? Do you think it really helps with your clientele and stuff?
100%. I think it's mainly good because it helps with keeping people wanting to come back in the aspect of building a community, and it's not just a PT session that you show up for and have an hour and then that's it. Like I tell my clients all the time, it's all about changing your lifestyle and actually being involved in something bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
Because when it's just yourself, it's quite hard to always stay motivated, and it's always hard to.
It takes a special kind of person to be able to stay motivated at all times. Like, in fact, I don't believe anybody can actually.
No, you can't.
It's a discipline thing, and that comes with time. And a lot of people, sometimes it doesn't come at all. And it's not anything to do with them. It's just what some people are hardwired like.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people find it very easy when it's just you. How easy it is to just patch it and then not have anyone hold you accountable. And like we have our group chat and everyone shares like personal bests and stuff, or shares their story for the week. Like everyone's different, not everyone has to do it, but and obviously encourage it. And sometimes if you're someone that's having like a bad week, for example, and then something else happens where you end up obviously coming. Sorry, I just hear Fab's coming up the stairs, put me off there. If you're having a bad week and then someone's having a good week and you see all the PBs coming through and like them just doing really well, that they've lost this amount of weight, some people find that very demotivating actually. But then I always explain to my clients, well, that's a you problem. Like you're looking at it in a very negative way. You should be actually happy that someone's doing well and knowing it's actually doable. So then you're looking at that in such a negative mindset. So we need to change your mindset, and then you'll start following everyone else in those footsteps as well. And
rather than looking at it as something to put you off, you should look at it and try and reflect it back in yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what a lot of people do wrong with just everything. But yeah, try to teach clients that mindset change. And a lot of clients are very supportive, obviously. But then you have clients that say, oh, it's quite difficult because I see everyone's doing well and I'm doing bad. And it makes you think, oh, I must just be rubbish because I'm the only one not getting results and stuff, or I'm the only one not getting PBs. I'm like, no, trust me, every single person in this chat has got weeks or months that they do terrible, but it's just part of it. You're only seeing the good part, and it's the same with social media.
I was just going to say,
you only see the good parts.
Thing like, I'm not going to post on my social media, on my story, on my Instagram, and be like, oh, I feel like crap today, I didn't lift that heavy, and I'm going to go home and have a Chinese.
Yeah.
I'm not going to post that, but on a day that I bench 120 kilos for 4 reps and then I go home and have a protein shake, I'll be like, look at this video of me benching 100 kilograms.
Yeah.
And that's what people see. That's just the way social media works, and it's the exact same in that situation.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to go into that group chat and go, hi Aaron, the guy that I'm paying lots of hundreds of pounds a year to teach me, I just had a Chinese today and just patched the gym. So screw your programs, screw Evolve, and I'm enjoying this fatty food.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do that.
That usually happens in the private messaging part. But to be fair, I do try and encourage, like, ask questions of what each person's like going through. If you're going through a bad time, share that. And it's quite hard as well to try and get people to share their bad points. But a lot of people don't realise is sometimes that's actually like quite inspiring, because you realise, oh, this person actually struggled because they've got this and this going on, but yeah, they still got the results and they still put in the work, because everyone's got something going on in life, and some people have it harder than others. And my clients today, I get 2 of my clients, obviously I won't say their names, but both of them tell me things that they were going through and stuff going on. Some things obviously terrible things in the aspect to you see how in one of the episodes we'll talk about the rainy day fund, and I was explaining some things and you're like, that's not a rainy day, that's a horrible things. One of my clients going through that type of stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's obviously like really hard to motivate someone when all that stuff's going on, but at the end of the day, sometimes if you don't reset and actually focus on yourself, you'll just get drowned in it all. So sometimes taking that time just for yourself will put you in a better mindset to actually go, no, I can actually do this. I can take it head on, which sometimes people don't have that support to do that.
Yeah, I agree. Like, so see, when it comes to like the diet side of things, the nutrition things, with your clients, how strict would you say you are with their eating, and do you give them specific meal plans, or do you give them like calorie counts or
calorie counts? And I would never ever give clients meal plans. The reason for that is because it's so unrealistic. And if you're someone out there, if you're a PT out there giving someone meal plans, then stop. Because yes, if you're getting a temporary result, if you're wanting to become a bodybuilder and you're trying to get on stage ready, that's completely different. But if you're working with the general public, they're not going to stick with that, because at the end of the day, if you need someone that's to hit a certain amount of protein and stay without their calories because they want to lose 20 pounds before a holiday, for example, which is most people, then just simply give them a calorie deficit. If they say on average they hit 3,000 calories a day, the first week I would get them to just track it all, like track everything and not worry what they eat. Just track it all. Everything you eat, you put in your gob, just track it. Then they see how much food they're actually having, and they're like, oh, I didn't realise I was well over my calories that I'm actually
I think I'm the opposite of that. I think I eat a lot less than I think I do.
Yeah, and I'm the same. I'm the same as
Like
you.
I used to think I eat a lot, but see, the more I think about it, sometimes I wake up and I'll go to work and I'll not even have had breakfast.
Yeah.
And then I'll get to lunchtime, and don't get me wrong, almost every single day, I probably shouldn't say this because I might be like a serious athlete.
Athlete.
Right, there we go. I'll almost every single day have a double quarter pounder meal from McDonald's for my lunch. Every single day, and it genuinely just, I'm going to die.
Do you know, it's funny you say that because one of my clients posted, now this is a while ago actually, I think closer to the start of the year, but one of my clients, when I first created like the Evolve group chat and stuff, they put in, it was some healthy meal, chicken or rice or something like that, or pasta, and it looked really good, it looked healthy, I'm sure it had broccoli in it and all that as well, and they said the amount of calories, the amount of protein. That day I went to get a McDonald's, and what did I get? I think I got like a double cheeseburger meal or something like that with chicken nuggets or chicken strips, kind of mind. And I had about the same amount of calories as them, but about 20 to 30 grams of protein more than what they had. So I was trying to prove that just because it looks healthy doesn't necessarily mean it's always healthy.
Yeah.
A lot of people think, oh, need to eat freaking vegetables and fruit all the time. Now, don't get me wrong, eating that you'll feel better.
Yeah.
There's a difference between the quality of food and the quantity of food. If you're simply just wanting to lose weight, then it's the quantity you need to look at. If you want to feel better, then it's the quality. So if you've kind of mashed them together, then overall you'll lose weight and feel better. So it's that simple.
The problem with me is that I really struggle with veg. I'm not as bad as I used to be. I used to, if I had veg in my plate, I'd pick each and every little bit of it out.
Yeah.
The only thing that I do that with now, in all honesty, is onions.
Yeah.
If I get given like a pasta dish and it's got veg through it, or if it's got anything through it, I will just bite the bullet and I'll eat it, and you don't even really notice it. But I hate, with a burning passion, despise onions.
Really?
They're the most disgusting form of food that has ever existed on this earth.
I'm trying to think.
And I will die in that hill. That and ketchup. And I know you love ketchup.
I love
ketchup.
ketchup.
Don't care.
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah. I'm not anywhere near as bad as I used to be with ketchup.
No, I know.
Not
Because you
anywhere
put
near
it
as
in
bad.
tomato soup. You used to put it in tomato soup.
Tomato soup.
I know, I'm starting more than you.
Yeah, mainly because of my throat thing that I used to have tomato sauce with everything because it made it more moist.
You used to put it in boiled rice, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't judge me, right?
Not judge him.
No, don't judge me. Right. See if people don't know, I had a condition with my esophagus. Or not my esophagus.
Drink water. Don't drink tomato sauce.
No, because sometimes, right? So the diameter you're rolling your eyes at me. The diameter of my throat used to be like 10 millimeters when it's meant to be 20, so it's half the size it's meant to be. So I used to like choke on food all the time. So when things like rice and that as well, it would get stuck. But then if I drank water, it would feel like I was drowning because it wouldn't push it down. It would still stick, but it would make the situation worse because the water would just be there. So it felt like drowning. So it was worse to drink with water. Whereas if it was just saucy, it would just help it slide down straight away. Sometimes it would still stick, but it made it easier. So that's why I would never, like, sometimes I'm better not drinking when something gets stuck because it make me panic more because I can't actually breathe at that point.
When was the last time that happened to you?
Probably quite recent actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think they thought when it happened my condition was like an allergy thing, but then COVID happened, so we didn't actually get down to the bottom line of it. And so it's not so much that I've choking all the time now, but every so often in certain things I'll choke again, which is quite frustrating. So Fabs is constantly shouting at me.
The mental thing to me is that, like, you've got that problem where your throat's too wee, but I could probably just swallow anything whole.
Yeah.
I was always that kid that I didn't chew Haribos, even the big supersized ones. I just went, oh God.
See, I always say if I could eat faster, I'd be able to put on so much more weight and be bigger. But that's always like, I used to always have like liquid for them. And to be fair, like I used to only be like 50 something kilo, and now I'm like 80. So I've obviously put on a lot of weight. But one of the hardest things was liquid, like having liquid calories, because you would just, well, it would come out liquid the other end as well. So then,
It's disgusting.
because when you have too much liquid, obviously, then it's not nice. So yeah, and I hate when you see all these people saying, "No, just eat just eat more. And I'm like, I'm trying.
Just get your protein in, man. Get your protein in.
But same with other people in the opposite end is people say, oh, they eat too much, so just eat less. But then people constantly have cravings or boredom and don't realise that they're eating and don't have the knowledge that they're overeating, and then they still eat, try to eat healthy by having salads and all that, but then still overeating in calories.
Yeah. Do you know what my problem is, right? Genuinely, this is a personal thing, right? And it sounds like a genuine, like, it sounds like I'm making an excuse up that everybody says.
Yeah.
But I don't have time to meal prep. I have no time to do it.
Lies.
I don't.
Nah, it's lies.
I don't.
Lies.
Do you want me to tell you why? Do you want me to tell you my week schedule right now?
Okay, go. I bet you.
Monday morning, I wake up at 5 in the morning.
Okay.
I get to work for 7. It's an hour and a half drive.
Yep.
Right, so that's half an hour to get ready in the morning. Work 7 till 3. Right, get an hour for lunch in the middle there, but it's on site, and I can't get access to microwave, so meal prepping things would need to be cold food, which makes it even harder. Right.
Fine.
Finish at 3, hour and a half home for 4:30. Need to be at the gym so that I can get a 45-minute training session in before I need to be in Glasgow for 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Right. In fact, that's Tuesday, but on Mondays I've got this. Monday's probably the only day that I could maybe peek it in, but then I can't cook all week's food on a Monday because it'll go bad.
Well, no, you could cook. There's certain things that you don't even necessarily have to meal prep in the aspect of fully cook. When I say meal prep, a lot of people think you need to have it generally there and ready all the time.
Yeah.
There's a difference. There's also meal prep and meal planning, so to say. So meal prep and meal planning. Meal planning is literally knowing what you're having, when you're eating it, and tracking it all.
Do you know, I guess I'm actually looking at it as in a way that, like, I need to have something that I'm cooking whereas I could just get, like, cold meat.
Yeah. Do you want to know, for example, like my meal prep for...
Why have I just never realised that I could do this? I could just go and get cooked chicken out of Tesco and just...
Yeah. The only thing is if you kept doing it all the time, it ends up being more expensive.
Yeah.
So this is where you have to be smarter with the choices. And don't get me wrong, if you do it, if you start practicing it, you'll get it wrong all the time. You'll make food, you'll hate it, you'll be fed up with it, you'll end up banning it, and it's a waste of food anyway. But this is like the start of it. You start learning what you like, what you don't like, what's easy to make, what's not easy to make. So for example, me and Faz have been doing it for well over a year now, and our meal prep for this week is overnight oats with strawberry protein yogurt with strawberry protein powder, a bit of milk, all like mixed in together. That is about 40 to 50 grams of protein, and it's about 400 to 500 calories. Next is I have 2 bagels. Favs only has 1 bagel. It's just bagels with ham and cheese, protein cheese and ham.
Protein cheese, right, so how much more expensive is that than normal cheese?
Oh,
I'm just testing a theory here.
If you go to Lidl, I think it's probably like... No, that's why I always shop is Lidl. I think the sliced cheese is more expensive than the grated one. I think it's about... if you get the sliced cheese, like normal cheese that we get, there's probably like a 30 to 40 pence difference.
And there's like, what, 8 grams extra protein?
8 grams?
Is it something like that? Because this is what I've heard about all the protein stuff. Like, see what you get, like the... well, I'm trying to think of an example here, and I can't. Like protein bread.
Yeah, protein bread, yeah.
Yeah, so that's got like 8 grams extra protein than a normal loaf.
Yeah, then it's so much more expensive just because it says protein on it. Yeah, it's kind of a marketing scheme. But also, like, another thing people don't know is anything that's on the back of a food, it legally can be 20% off of what it actually is.
What?
So if it says it's 200 calories and per 100 grams, it can actually be 180 calories, or it can be 220 calories.
I had no clue that was a thing.
Yeah, no, I done the wrong maths there, but you know what I mean.
What the hell?
Yeah.
So I could be eating 20% less than what I'm supposed to all the time.
Yeah.
But I could also be eating 20% more.
You could also be eating 20% more.
That's a really large margin.
Yeah, 20%. Yeah.
Because that's 40% in the grand scheme of things overall.
Aye, 20% year end, so 40% overall. Yeah, so it's actually
That's insane.
Yeah. I don't know why it is the way it is, but I think it's obviously quite hard for them to get it bang on.
So what to do, man? These £1 million companies that can get firing things out of conveyor belts 24/7.
I think it's more.
Perfect
I think it's more the aspect of it. They can, their machinery, whatever, can say for example, it says it's 100 grams or 100 calories, but it can be 20% off. So it's not necessarily that they're lying about it. It's just that
they're not trying hard enough.
They're not trying hard enough.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
In this day and age, where obesity is such a problem and people want to track their calories so heavily, that shouldn't be happening.
See, now that you say this is an interesting topic. So I had this kind of debate with my little sister Olivia, and she was writing an essay based on, do you think calories should be on menus?
Aye.
That's what I said as well. She asked my opinion on it, obviously my professional opinion, and I obviously said my genuine answer.
Answer. That's 3 now. That's 3 times we've started.
The genuine answer.
It was first athlete, and then it was, what was it?
I don't know.
Okay, so it was me again, no, so I'm the stupid one. So, genuine answer.
Answer, the genuine answer. And she was kind of obviously debating against me, kind of more emotional towards it in the aspect of, but I was obviously saying, like, yes, I think they definitely should be because of A, B, and C. And then she ended up saying, oh, but I'm like a 16-year-old girl that could be insecure about my body, and then if I see that something's got this amount of calories, I might not get it and end up getting a salad because I'm insecure. I'm like, I get that, but that's more first of all, the government's fault for the education system not teaching younger children how calories and that actually work.
Yeah.
And this is where we got in a bit of debate, which is quite good. But I think she started to learn, like, it could actually be a good thing, because when you start to learn how calories work, so we'll go into the details of it. I'll actually properly explain, I suppose. So every single person has a BMR, which stands for basal metabolic rate, and that just means how many calories you burn at rest. It's a lot more calories than what you think. So I burn 1,800 calories just at rest. So
how do you know that?
You can get scales. I do calculations for my clients. It's a big long, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a big calculation that you do based on your height, age, and weight. And
does that work? So
it's called the Harris-Benedict formula.
Does that work for, say, know how obviously my height, my age probably makes sense, but I'm big.
Yeah, it works.
But does that still work?
Yeah,
because it's how BMI pure does they work?
Yeah, BMI does definitely work.
Yes,
but how this works is to work out your energy levels that you're burning at rest. So your BMR's how many calories you burn from your heart beating, you breathing oxygen, you digesting food.
Picking your nose.
No, that's different. I use that example for something else, but everything that happens inside your body when you're resting, protein synthesis, all these different things happen when to burn calories. Like, you need to have at least your BMR to survive, really, right? So for example, mine is 1,800 calories. Yours will probably be a wee bit more than me, because you're also a wee bit heavier and bigger. So your body, especially because it's muscle, your body needs more calories, because muscle needs calories and energy, whereas fat is calories and energy. So that's the difference. So a lot of people don't realise that when they go on a diet, they overeat. They're like, I need to go on a diet, and then they eat less than their BMR. So then, don't get me wrong, you will lose weight rapid, but you will have no energy. You'll feel like I don't want to put money in this way, but you'll feel terrible because you don't have enough energy to even do bodily functions. And then that's why people do the yo-yo diet. So they lose weight, then they go back to normal, put the weight back on, and then go, I need to go on a diet, lose weight, go back to normal, put it back on.
Do you know what's mental? That actually makes so much sense now that you've explained that, because I know somebody, that just refuses point blank to eat. Like, will not do it. And I'm probably eating less than half of what their BMR is.
Yep. And then that's
why
when
they feel like absolute crap all the time with sore heads.
that illnesses, more chance of illnesses, constipation. You get just lacking nutrients in general, so you'll probably start to look more pale. All these different things from not eating enough. So then when you have your BMR, the next thing is called your daily energy expenditure, which just is a really fancy way to say everything that's not exercise.
Yeah.
Okay, so us sitting here, me talking with my hands.
Picking
your nose, yeah. Standing up, sitting down, walking to the fridge.
Exercise.
Okay, but walking to your fridge. Squatting down to the bottom of their fridge to get, or to your freezer to get ice cream out there. That's all blinking. That is all daily energy expenditure.
It's mental to me, right? You don't even consider that as burning calories. But blinking is obviously doing it.
Yeah, it's subconsciously, but it's burning calories because your body still needs to use energy to do it. So I always explain it that imagine it's like a big layered wedding cake, right? So you've got your BMR at the bottom. That's the big bit at the bottom that like where you burn the most calories. Then you've got your daily energy expenditure, which is doing all the things. That's why always people PTs and that always say get your step count up. Yeah, because it's low intensity.
I don't even know how many steps I do. I keep talking. I'm just going to check how many steps I do on average.
The next thing after that is actually I can't remember what it's called again, but I'll explain it. It's just went mind blank there, but it's your digestive system. So if you have higher protein, you are more likely to burn more calories from breaking down protein. Now, don't get me wrong, it's going to be minor. It's going to be like 10 calories maximum difference. But again, you burn more calories from digesting food. And then the wee little figure at the top with the groom and bride, that is exercise.
That's mental.
So about 60% is your BMR. 30% is your daily energy expenditure. Then try to do the math here. Then 10% is like exercise. You've probably got 5% of the digestive system and 5% of the exercise. Mm-hmm. But usually most people miss out the digestive system because that gets too complicated. But yeah, if you look at the three, BMR 60%, then your daily energy expenditure 30%, and then 10% exercise. So even if you were to pure hammer the gym 2 hours a day, like giving it your all, like you would burn so many calories, but to keep that up consistently for so long is so difficult to do that.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, you're just going to drain your body. And even athletes, people don't realise how much athletes actually sleep during the day. They'll go, like, because most, like, if you're talking a top end athlete, they don't work. Obviously, they're making enough money to, and that's why they're top end athletes, because they'll literally wake up, go train, come home, nap. Wake up, go train, come home, nap. That's literally...
That sounds brilliant.
Yeah. But that's more athletes are like that. But again, you don't see that side of it because it's not that interesting.
A lot of people try to compare themselves to that. We'll try to work a 9 to 5. And
yeah, exactly.
It's like you're getting up, you're waking up at, say, it's 6 in the morning, you're waking up, you're going to the gym before work for an hour, getting to work at 9, working all that time, going back to the gym and doing cardio without a nap in between.
Yeah.
And probably a crappy wee Tupperware tub lunch for an office or something, an Asda meal deal when you're on site or something like that. It's just, it's mental.
A lot of people don't realise just how good sleep is, and a lot of times people struggle with sleep because they're high in stress because of their job, or their kids are not going to sleep and they've only got 5 or 6 hours sleep, and then they wake up the next day feeling tired and fed up and not going to the gym, and they're trying to keep up that really high level intensity. If you go to the gym, do 45 minutes, 5-minute walk in the treadmill as a warm up or the row machine, 3 to 4 exercises, but just go to failure with them. Like even 2 exercises, like if you do 2 sets of 2 exercises, you will improve more than a lot of people that go to the gym 2 hours and do a full chest day.
Yeah, well, I've cut back in my gym training a lot.
Yeah,
like in the last year or so, it blows my mind that I've even managed to stay the size that I am.
Yeah.
Because I used to do, doesn't sound like it would cut it down a lot, right? But it does. I used to do 5 exercises, 4 sets of each.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Now I do 4 exercises, 3 sets of each, and I've probably gotten healthier and bigger since doing that.
Yeah, it's because your quality of exercises have went up and your quantity has went down. So you can put more, like for example, right, if I told you, right, you have to go run a 5k.
I'd die.
Yeah,
I would die.
If I told you have to go run a 5k in the best time possible, and then the next day I told you, oh, you only have to run a 2k today, you would feel so much better knowing that you only have to do 2k compared to a 5k. Whereas mentally, you knowing that you have to do a 5k compared to a 2k is like just like straining. It's the same with the sets as well. And don't get me wrong, I love training.
Same.
But I have days where I just can't be arsed with it.
I have more of them now than I ever have.
Yeah.
I've never been like this in my life. I was always the guy that was like, just go and do it. I enjoy it every time I go. I don't understand why you don't like the gym. I was always that person.
Yeah.
But see now, until I get in the door, I hate it.
Yeah, the thought of it is.
The gym.
Do you want to know that is? Because you're getting busier out with the gym.
I know, it's actually horrible because it's like, oh no, I'm an adult now.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing ever.
It's harder when you're an adult when you have so much more responsibilities. And
it's scary, man, because like, I've not got a house, I've not got kids.
Yeah.
And I'm already overwhelmed.
Yeah, but you're putting all that time and effort into something else.
I know.
So like, again, I don't have kids as well, and I, coach clients that have got kids and how to, schedule their life and all that. When I don't know what it's like to have kids.
Yeah.
But it's one of those ones that everyone's always got busy schedules going on. Like for example, I'm running a full business. I'm dealing with 30 different people every single week, and how to motivate them every single week. And it's one of those ones that, it's easy to say it but hard to do it. So people always go to me, oh, but it's your life, like all that type of stuff. And I'm like, well, no, do you not think I'd get fed up being here? Like, I have to go to the gym in the morning because I can't be arsed doing it during the day. Mm-hmm. So I used to do it that I would start work at 7, I would finish about 11, I would train, then I would be back in at 3 and then finish about 7, 8 p.m. Mm-hmm. So sometimes when it got to that afternoon session, I would not want to do it because I've been in the gym all day and I would get fed up with the sight of it.
This is my problem with cardio. Like, I've always hated cardio.
Yeah.
But I need it now more than I ever have. And I struggle so much to get it in, partially because of time. But the reason I've not got time is because I put it off so much to the point where I don't have time to do it anymore. So like,
with cardio, are you looking at it to shred more, or are you looking at it to improve your fitness?
Improve my fitness.
Okay.
Like, it's getting to the point now where I'm at a point in my wrestling career where I'm expected to do more than just a 10-minute match at a family show now. I'm on over 18 shows that could potentially have storylines. I could be in matches that last up to 20 to 30 minutes.
So a lot of people think, for example, I've got clients or had clients as well that wanted to run a marathon. A lot of clients think or a lot of people just think in general that the best way to run a marathon or practice running for the marathon is run a marathon.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, because then you're putting your body through a lot of strain.
Yeah.
So if you want to improve your endurance, it's all about working smarter and not harder, is the famous saying, but it's more quick bursts and then you'll have endurance day. So like, say you
circuit training.
Yeah, like more circuit training, I suppose you can say it like that. So say, for example, you've finished a weight session, then finishing off like you ever used the skier or like the assault bike or something like that?
Yeah.
So having that and doing like, for example, one of the things I got my clients doing just now is 20 calories as fast as you can in skier, 2 sets. So 20 calories as fast as you can, minute rest, go again. And it's freaking high intensity, like going as fast as you can, but it's not much strain in your body. It's not high impact like running would.
Yeah.
Same with the assault bike, 20 calories, fast as you can, full pelt, minute rest, go again, minute rest, go again. And that is improving your heart rate. And a lot of people don't realise what's one of the best things to work on is your heart rate variability. So everyone's got different heart rate variability, and the higher it up it is, the better. So meaning someone that's unfit could walk up the stairs and their heart rate could be off the roof. It could be 160 beats per minute, right?
Me. It's actually really bad.
It can take them up to 30 minutes to come back down to their normal.
I don't think I'm that bad.
The heart rate,
that's still mental.
But some people are like that because they're really unfit. Your heart is overworking so much, like because of that, because it's not used to coming back down. Whereas if you can do a full sprint with the skier as fast as you can, and then 30 seconds later it's back down to a normal resting heart rate. No, not resting heart rate, but your average daily heart rate.
Yeah.
Then you've got a healthy heart. So when you do something that's more endurance, then you'll hit that. You ever had that point if you played like five-a-side football where you kind of hit that spell where you feel sicky in that, but then you push past that barrier and next time you could go for miles.
Yeah.
That's what it's helping. It's helping that.
So when you can't lift your legs anymore, but then all of a sudden you get the burst of energy back.
Yeah, because it's just, well, it's mainly a mental challenge. But if you train your heart to be up high and come down low, like especially for a sport like wrestling,
yeah,
like you'll have points obviously where you're like lying down.
Yeah,
if you're resting at that point, so if your heart rate can get used to come back down again, the next intense move or whatever is going to be very, very easy.
Yeah,
because your heart rate's used to that. And it's the same way a marathon. A lot of times you might have a point where you pick up the pace and then you go down again, and that's your heart rate coming back down. You pick it up again. You're never going to stick to the same pace throughout the full entire marathon. It's not like it's something for some freaks. It might be close to possible, but yeah, it's one of those ones where a lot of people train in the wrong way and they put the body through so much more strain, and then when it comes to it, they end up not completing the marathon because they end up getting cramp, ankle pain, knee pain, hip pain, loads of different problems because they're training hard instead of training smart.
Yeah. That's mental. It is mental. Like, even me, a guy that's been in the gym since 2013, 14.
Yeah.
Things that I don't know. Like, I would never know.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where I'm not saying I know it all, but I know a lot because I'm constantly wanting to learn more and I like the science side of it, so I'll go read studies on it. If a client asks me a question I don't know the answer to it, I'll tell them I don't know the answer, but I'll find out for you as soon as possible and go do as much research. Like, for example, one of my weakest areas is pre and postnatal. So having a female client that's either pregnant or after labour, after giving birth. So my knowledge on that isn't the best, but I've learned from it from talking to other PTs that are trained in it and also just studying on it. So then I've actually got better at dealing with that as well. And it's funny, even with female clients, when you end up talking to them about their period, they're going into the menopause, and then you tell them more information about how the period works in the menopause than they actually know, and they're like, "Whoa, I'm like a 26-year-old guy's telling me how my period works."
That would be quite daunting, to be fair.
Yeah, it was like it's part of my job.
Yeah.
As soon as I start going, so you've got the follicular phase and the luteal phase, and then you're actually stronger when you're ovulating and all that, and they're like. I'm like, it's part of my job, I need to know it. So.
Yeah, that's mad, to be fair. At least you're making the effort to do that.
Yeah, because why? It's the same with you. You want with wrestling, you need to learn how all the moves works or how to get better and how to perform better. If you actually enjoy it, you want the details. And I always think, when someone asks me a question, if I can't explain it to a 5-year-old, then I don't understand it fully.
Yeah,
because I seen it in a podcast, I'm sure, and the guy says, like, if you can't...
So Aaron is an absolute fool.
Yes, I am.
Told me that the camera was fully charged, lied.
It was fully charged.
So it died in half an hour.
Well, it's been closer to 40 minutes, but yes.
Holy crap.
A bit over. Forgot last time we kept it plugged in, charging whilst we record. That's probably bad for the battery, but anyway.
Definitely, but we'll be doing that now.
Yes. But anyway, as I was saying, if you can't explain something to a 5-year-old, then you don't fully understand it yourself. Because if you can't dumb it down as much as possible, then you don't actually fully know the details. So it's one of those ones that as soon as I heard that, I'd start learning everything as quick as possible. So if someone was to explain to me, like, how does training work, or how does this exercise work, like bicep curls, not being able to explain in every detail where everything goes and why it works and where the bicep connects and all that. If I can't explain that in detail, then I don't fully understand it.
So, could you explain to a 5-year-old what kind of food I will be indulging in at Topgolf next week?
I can't because I have not fully picked everything yet.
So he doesn't understand his own end of year night out for his company.
No, I do not.
Useless.
Yes, well,
I'm looking forward to it though. It's
yes,
going to be really good.
it should be good. A good laugh, a couple drinks, some food, and watching people try and hit a golf ball should be funny.
Especially me.
Yeah.
I am terrible at golf. I'm going for the bevy and the scran.
Yeah. I know, I think that's what will end up happening. No one will play top golf.
No, they will. They definitely will. I'm not saying anybody will play good, but people will play.
There's a couple of people that play golf, so it should be good.
Yeah.
But
is any of your pals coming out with clients?
No, it's just clients and then
Us?
use. Yeah.
Nice one. That sounds good, man. So, anyway, like you said, it's been about 40 minutes, so we'll wrap it up there. That was good. It was actually insightful stuff that I hadn't even thought about. Like, it's given me another outlook on how to plan my meals because I'm planning on going on a diet. I'm planning on going on like a clean bulk from now until like February.
Yeah,
Rather than like, obviously I'm not going to be too strict because we've got Christmas coming up and my birthday and all that. Like, I just want to be cleaner and high in calories. A minimum of 4,000 a day.
Yeah, minimum 4,000. Yeah, I'm at 3,400.
Yeah, I want 4,000 a day. I want to be The Rock.
The Rock.
I want to be raising my eyebrow and people go, is that Ben or The Rock?
You need to shave your hair then.
Not happening.
Let us know if you want Ben to shave his hair.
No, let's not. Let's not let me know that you want me to do that because it's not happening. It doesn't matter what you say.
Boring.
Unless... No, I'm kidding on.
That could be our clickbait for this. Ben shaving his hair.
No. I'm not taking a picture with a bald filter on.
I think you should.
Sorry, I won't need a filter in a few years. I'm going bald anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You need it now.
let us know if you enjoyed the video. Let us know if you learned something. Give us a wee like, a follow, share us, put us on your stories, whatever you want.
Comment.
That too, yeah. Let us know if you enjoyed it. Video ideas, we need to hear them. All of that kind of stuff. But apart from that, thank you all for watching and we'll see you next week.
Take care.